Hi, everyone. I'm just kidding.
Namaste.
Welcome back to Namaste. Namaste in the house. Namaste in bed. Welcome back to my sister Shannon's YouTube channel, In Shan We Trust. I'm Jasimio, her big brother of 28 years.
Hey, you don't have to tell them all that.
Well, you know, here we are. I'm 7 years older than her, so I'm in charge here today. This is story time, correct?
Correct.
Stay tuned.
To be poor, knowing that's how we've been raised. Society is getting heavy. I can feel the weight. The pressure of success is like 100 million pounds.
Hi, everybody.
Alright.
Welcome back.
Okay.
Take it away, Shan.
All right, y'all. So we are back. We're going to do some more. What would Shannon do? We're gonna read some more. I can't even say it. What am I gonna do?
Read some more what?
Emails that y'all have sent me.
WWSD.
What would Shannon do?
Did you have a WWJD bracelet?
I probably did.
I did. Mom bought me one. I used to wear it too. I was a Jesus freak in high school and middle school.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it at all. I still love Jesus. So there we are.
All right, so I have I have two short ones, and then I have one long one. Which one do I want to start with?
Two short ones and one long one? Mm-hmm. Let's use the short ones as a warm-up. Should we do short, long, short? Or short, short, long?
We can do short, long, short. Okay.
I'm ready.
So.
And we're just gonna comment as we go through? Or should I let you get it all out
just
first?
let me read the whole thing, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. So this one says...
this is a short one.
Okay, this is not the shortest one. Let me go to this one. Okay. What would you do if you met a guy who you had a deep connection with and everything is perfect for the past 2 months? ... And then he hits you with, he is married and him and his wife have an open relationship, open marriage. What would Shannon do? Cut it off. Cut it off.
This is a lot. 2 months have passed.
2 months.
You're seeing a guy, and after 2 months, everything is going swimmingly, and he says he's married, and he and his wife have an open relationship.
Open marriage, yep.
Have you guys been intimate already? That's the question that I have.
Mm-hmm.
And second, I want to ask, how deeply do you feel for him? You know what? None of that matters. Here's the important thing. He deceived you.
Right.
He's deceptive. He has not been upfront and honest. He's a liar, point blank, period. So just on that alone, even if this open marriage thing is true, which I doubt that it is, I think that it's rarely true. He's a deceiver. He's a liar. You can't trust him. You can't trust him anymore. The whole past 2 months have been based on a lie. Mm-hmm. So you don't really have anything trustworthy. You don't have any solid ground. And what do you need in this life? Solid ground. Amen. So I think just based on that, it's over. You have to be done with it.
You have to.
I think that here's what I understand about open relationships. I've never been in one. I'm not opposed to being
aren't they both supposed to like
that's the
give
point
an
I was gonna
okay?
make. Yes.
Okay.
So usually, if someone decides they want to bring someone in, or if they want to explore other relationships, other, points of intimacy, like you bring the person to meet the person that you're with.
Right.
Or there's some kind of conversation where everyone is clued in on what's happening. Mm-hmm. So if he's been deceptive and hasn't been upfront about that from the beginning, then something's fishy.
Right.
That's all.
And as far as the guy go, for all guys, if y'all are in a relationship that is open, closed, whatever it is, give me the option of wanting to deal with you. Because now I just feel like I can't imagine how this person feels like she just wasted the last 2 months of her life.
Well, nothing is wasted.
Well, that's true. But it's still,
I'm a philosopher tonight.
Okay? I just feel like
it's a lesson.
It's definitely a lesson. It's definitely a lesson. And I'm at the point now where no question is off limits if we're talking. Do you have a girlfriend? Does a girlfriend have you?
I think it's important to also understand that if this person is in a relationship already, especially married, there's no way that they're going to be able to commit to you in the way that you want to. So even if you have some kind of interest in being part of an open relationship, I think I'm not one who has any particular opinion, or I don't place any judgments on anyone's desire to express themselves in terms of intimacy, because I think that it's all kind of powerful and a part of who you are. I think there's always something to sort of be gained from being truthful and honest about your desires, I think.
Right.
But I will say that understand that even if you want to go down that road with someone, just know that you're not gonna have their complete attention. You're not gonna have commitment in the way that you might want it.
Right.
Because if he's married, that's where his priorities are gonna be.
Right.
All the time. So do you want to be a side chick? I don't. I mean, I'm not a chick, but you know what I'm saying. You get the point.
All right, next one. I'm gonna do this one. Well, I'll let you read this one.
Is this a long one?
No, this is a kind of short one. So
Is that from?
don't say that. Yes.
It's somebody that we know and have known for a long time. Hey. Hey, Shannon. So I have a situation with someone who I consider to be a close girlfriend of mine, more like a sister actually. I noticed that she stopped watching my stuff on social media, commenting, liking, etc. It all stopped, which is not like her. But I also noticed that she was liking, commenting, and sharing everyone else's stuff like normal. I called and FaceTimed, no answer. Texted too, she answered like 2 days later. Keep in mind, I had just spoken to her a few days prior and all was well. You spoke to her, wait, okay, let me get to the end. No fallouts, no weird behavior or anything. I told her, she's saying she spoke to her 2 days prior before she stopped commenting on her stuff on social. Okay. No fallouts, no weird behavior or anything. I told her I was coming to her as a sister and asking if there was a problem or a concern between us she'd like to discuss because I had taken notice to her distance. Her response was, no problem. I'm just taking a step back and reevaluating relationships. ... myself. ! She ended with that she loved me and I told her I respected her space and that I hope to speak with her soon. That was 2 months ago. Haven't heard from her since and I still notice her very active on other people's social media, etc. I feel some type of way. What should I do? #ask Shannon. Nothing will work unless you do. Come on, that's a sermon. That's a quote of the amen. Okay, so this is big.
It is big. And here's my thing. Honestly, I don't feel like she's tripping. I'm not a big person who I'm not a person who is big on social media as far as people commenting and liking and stuff. But if you are close with somebody, you're gonna notice any type of different behavior towards you. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like at the end of the day, something, you know what I'm saying, she feels type of way about whatever, or he, and they don't want to discuss it with you, or they might be afraid to discuss it with you, maybe awkward for them. It could be a number of things. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I wouldn't pay too much attention to the social media aspect of it, but losing your friend, that shit hurts. I was supposed to losing a boyfriend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, this is kind of hitting close to home because I myself have sidelined friends and I've put them on the back burner. I try to have conversations with them when I can, but I will say that it's harder to have the conversation. It's easier to just ghost or move into the background. Mm-hmm. And it is a very coward kind of thing to do. It does sound like that she was willing to, at least she told you that she was taking some time and reevaluating relationships. But I think you have to just let people show you who they are. And I think if she has disappeared or if you feel like she's ghosting you, it hurts, sure. But I think you have to let her have her space. Mm-hmm. I think that's it. You got to find a way to let her have her space. It might require some mourning for sure, because losing a close friend is difficult. And not having her presence in your life in the way that you're accustomed to is going to be difficult. But I think you just have to give her space. I don't think you can get anything from her that she's unwilling to give. So
right.
even if you want some clarity or you want some closure or you want to know why, it doesn't sound like she's willing to do that.
Right.
So you can't
force it.
Force that. You can't beg her to give you something that she doesn't want to give you. And perhaps she doesn't. Also, just in terms of like giving people grace, she may not be able to say how she truly feels right now. She might just be feeling some things that she can't quite express. Maybe she does have an issue with you. And maybe she's not willing to find some reconciliation right now. I think ultimately you have to just give her space and let her be.
You do.
Because if she's already not being upfront and honest with you about, why she's disappearing on you, then just let her disappear. When people walk out of your life, let them. Okay?
Okay.
Let them go.
They got the same 24 hours you do, and do not spend it wasting it. I won't say wasted, but don't spend your time thinking about that person, because at the end of the day, they may not be thinking about you or the friend they just lost. You know what I'm saying? You just can't.
I also want to say that it's important in life to not take things personally.
Right.
Which I know sounds really, it's really hard. It's not easy. But I think as best as we can as humans, it's important to maintain our own mental sanity and our own peace of mind is to absolutely take very little personally. Probably nothing personally, because what I learned a long time ago is the way people see the world and the way they make sense of the world and the way that they express themselves in the world has nothing to do with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's their own way of seeing. It's their own way of making sense of things. It's based on their experience. Mm-hmm. It's based on their history. It's based on their vision. So if they can't see the value that you bring to them, then they don't deserve to have you in their life.
Right.
Period. Point blank. And don't take it personally. People are growing. People are changing. People are doing the best they can.
Yep.
And you have to assign them that level of grace.
Right.
And assume that they're doing the best they can with what they know and what they have. And that's that.
Pray for them, wish them well, and send them on their way.
Reason, season, lifetime. I'm sure you've heard that before. People come for a reason, a season, or a lifetime.
Okay.
And when they're walking away, let them go. Bye, Felicia. It's been delightful.
All right. So this is the last one, and this one is kind of juicy. I've already read it. My brother hasn't. It's a lot. It's a lot. So.
You want? This is long. How many paragraphs is that? 4?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh my God!
It's like 5.
You want to You want to trade off and read it, or you feel okay? Keep going.
It doesn't matter. Okay.
Use your forensics education. Remember that?
I do. Okay, so there's this guy who I've recently seen. Okay.
Seeing. What does that mean? What do y'all mean when y'all say that? Seeing. Does this mean seeing them out and about? Does this mean seeing them at a club? Does this mean seeing them on the FaceTime? Does this mean...
Is he seeing you?
Is he seeing all of you?
The ins and the outs. Put your shirt there.
What does this seeing mean? Tell me. I'm feeling old.
It's super duper
Just
new.
say dating, courting. Okay. Are y'all having the sex? Sorry, go ahead.
Not the sex.
So y'all are seeing each other. I'm seeing you right now.
I'm seeing
you. Hey, girl.
Too.
Love you.
Love you too.
Like, what does seeing mean? I need some clarity.
Maybe they're like casually dating. Let's say they're casually dating.
Okay.
It's super duper new and it's dope. He's older than me. He is 33 and I'll be 28 soon.
Babies.
However, we met a month ago through a mutual friend, Mike. This is a fake name to help you follow along, LOL. Mike and I and another friend, Sean, had a movie night planned and a dinner. Mike then invited my BooThang last minute, and that was our first introduction. Okay, so once they had the dinner, this is when Mike invited his friend, and they became a BooThang.
But he didn't know Mike's friend.
Right.
She didn't know Mike's friend.
He didn't know Mike before the dinner. I mean,
the letter writer is a he as well.
Yes. Okay. So the guy writing this didn't know his BooThang. Oh, dang. What happened? Dang it. That's close. Okay, still recording.
We're back in business.
All right, so the person writing it didn't know the BooThang.
So they met at the dinner.
They
met at the dinner.
Okay.
Got it.
Now, when Mike introduced him to the group, he called him his neighbor and friend. And when we met, it's cool, BooThang click. What? And when we met, it's cool, BooThang clicked well with me, and Sean and he blended right in with our group dynamic. At this point, I wasn't interested nor attracted. Okay, so at the time of the meeting at the dinner, he was not attracted to his now BooThang. Okay. The second time meeting him was different. Another group outing made me notice how cool he was, but I still wasn't checking for him like that. Although I got his IG and then his number through IG. I then invited him to the beach one night to just get to know him better away from the group so our friendship could stand alone without the help from our mutual friend being the foundation. Okay. The beach was so... It says door. Maybe dope.
Probably.
Okay, I'll say dope. The beach was so dope. I bought pizza, a speaker, alcohol, blankets, and an air mattress.
You're a nice date.
Okay.
Air mattress.
That's
clutch.
What was y'all? Okay, on the beach.
Y'all grown. I hope.
Okay. We got there at like 10:30 and stayed till around 2:30 a.m.
The beach ain't open that late.
The Virginia Beach is
really
open late. It's open all night.
In LA, they come around with the beach rangers. Y'all gotta go.
They don't have that. After him asking if this was a date, I said I didn't want to call it that at first.
He asked if it was a date. Okay.
Yes. He said he didn't want to call it that at first because it was just me getting to know him better, and also because I didn't want to add pressure or expectations. First of all, if you're bringing an air mattress to the beach...
This is a date, child.
Okay?
Go ahead.
But it was very date-like.
This is what y'all young people do. Y'all don't call a thing a thing. You say we're seeing each other. You say we're talking. And then you're like, it was date-like. No, boo, it was a date.
It was a date.
D-A-T-E.
D-A.
It was a day of the week. And y'all were together with an air mattress on the beach.
2:30 a.m.
So 2:30 in the morning.
It's a date.
That's a date,
It's a
honey.
date.
Go ahead. I'm tired.
Okay, so, damn it. Okay. He then told me how him and Mike met, which was on a dating app. I immediately was like, oh shit, here we go. But I didn't ask for details because I wasn't on that type of time. Then later that night we kissed. Then I was like, fuck, LOL.
This the same beach night?
Yes.
So this is
it
morning
says
now.
then, yeah, so it's morning. Y'all kissing in the morning time.
Okay, go ahead.
Then I was like, LOL. We ended up chilling Saturday night as well. Then Sunday I asked him about him and Mike. He told me that their intentions were sexual and that they did exchange naked pics and videos to each other, but that was as far as that went because Mike friend-zoned my BooThang. And we ended up chilling again Sunday. Good old movies and cuddles. Things got even more physical between us, even though the full sexual act wasn't committed. I don't know what to do. I know we will have to tell Mike, but when? It's still super early, and if things don't go any further, it'll be no point to tell Mike. But if they do, when will it be too late to tell him? I feel like Mike has to take ownership for not being truthful of their relationship by introducing my BooThang as his neighbor. Do you think Mike will have a problem with it? When should we tell Mike? How and who should tell Mike? What would Shannon do? Signed, Loverboy. That's a lot. Okay. All right. So Mike introduced Loverboy.
Mike introduced Loverboy to his friend, who is nameless at this moment.
Well, we call him BooThang.
BooThang, as his neighbor and friend. He wasn't upfront about the fact that he had met on a dating app.
Right.
Okay. So then BooThang and the Loverboy end up branching off and having two separate hangouts. Beach into the early hours of the morning.
And they kissed in the morning.
Mm-hmm. And then they had another hangout where they had movie and cuddles. Mm-hmm. So they've already gone on 2 dates. You know, I want to say.
But pause, he said things got even more physical between us, even though the full sexual act wasn't
Oh,
committed.
so y'all had hors d'oeuvres. Y'all had appetizers.
So stupid.
Y'all had snacks. Y'all didn't have the entree. You know, I think, here's what I want to say. I want to say a couple things. I'm assuming that, well, here's what I want to say. You go first.
Okay, so first, do you think, the first question is, do you think Mike will have a problem with it? So
go ahead.
Here's my thing. I feel like Mike already set the tone for who this person was when y'all first met.
True.
If you introduce somebody...
I really like BooThang's honesty. Actually,
right.
It's actually kind of nice.
Right.
Like,
I like that too.
Go ahead.
I like that too.
I'm rooting for BooThang.
Me too. Go BooThang. But here's my thing though. Like, you know, yes, he was honest. BooThang was honest. But with Mike, yes, you should tell Mike. I honestly don't care who tells him. Y'all can tell them together. Whatever. I don't think there's an issue here. But I don't think Mike should have an issue with it. At the end of the day, he said that was his neighbor and his friend. How close are y'all to Mike is the question. Because even outside of the group setting, you don't have to just say like, oh yeah, you know, I met Mike, you know what I'm saying, this way, whatever. But, I mean, I met BooThang this way, whatever. But, like, I say how close you are with Mike because if y'all had a separate conversation, you know what I'm saying, and you know, asked or inquired about this person, maybe he would tell you more, maybe he may, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like Mike had already set the tone for who this person was. So that's my first one. Go ahead.
It sounds like whatever Mike and BooThang had was not very serious. Because if it were very serious, it would maybe still be going on.
Right.
Or if it were very serious, he wouldn't be comfortable with him coming over to a card night with mutual friends.
Right.
So I don't think Mike will have a problem with you two getting to know each other better. But he might. We don't know Mike.
We don't.
I think you have to think about the kind of person Mike is. He seems to be a connector if he's inviting people to come into the friend circle. Mm-hmm. So I don't get a sense that he would care.
Right.
And I think you and BooThang should tell Mike together. I think
right.
you should have a conversation and tell Mike together that you are, you know, dating and enjoying each other's company. But it's also just been 2 dates. You know, I think you might be putting more on this than it needs to be right now. But if you're feeling strongly about him and you want to go the next step and go further with him, then you should absolutely tell Mike. Just so everybody's clear and there are no secrets in the friend group.
Right. And the last question is, when should we tell Mike?
Girl, I don't know.
At this point, y'all have done everything
except the entree.
Except the do. So I feel like, you know,
I say sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Especially if you're feeling strongly attracted to him and you want to go further with him, you should tell Mike sooner rather than later.
Right.
But do they really owe Mike anything? Do they owe Mike?
They don't owe Mike a damn thing. If that man if BooThang treats Loverboy good, then, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I would tell him.
Honestly, I think it might be BooThang's place to talk to Mike.
Right.
Because he knew Mike first.
But I would definitely say it sooner, though, because you don't want to seem like you're hiding anything.
Yeah,
because y'all have already been hanging out outside of the friend group, which is fine. Apparently, y'all having a great time. Okay, does Boo friend have a dad or uncle
be on the air mattress
or a cousin? Okay, like dang, ain't nobody cuddling me. No, I don't want that. It's not the same. I want a BooThang or Loverboy. But listen. Loverboy, BooThang, go be happy. Tell Mike if Mike cares or not cares. Y'all do y'all thing, because that's your business.
Yeah, I would say tell Mike, go together and tell Mike, and I would say within the next 2 weeks.
So get on it.
Good luck. I'm rooting for you.
I love for you.
Black love. I'm assuming they're black. Black love is revolutionary.
But all love is great as well. So I just want, in case they're not black, I'm not really sure what BooThang is.
All love is revolutionary, I think.
Virginia is for lovers, and y'all in Virginia, so.
The world is trying to tear us apart.
Okay.
Break us down. Divide and conquer. Sow us like wheat. If we connect and love one another, it's a revolutionary act. We can save the world.
All right.
Love on. Last one.
That was the last one.
Praise the Lord.
That is all for What Would Shannon Do featuring my big brother Jasimil. If y'all have any other questions, keep them coming in. Email me. It'll be right here at the bottom. It'll also be in the description box below. Like, comment, and subscribe to your girl. Okay? I got some more content coming from y'all. Hopefully, we'll have time to do a few more videos, maybe tomorrow.
You got a strong arm.
Until next time. Okay.